Hello and welcome to Retroplexus. Today I want to show you a technique I came up with for opening up the third generation of HP scientific calculators known as the SPICE series, which are notoriously not great for opening. This is a 33E, and the date code on the back is 18, signifying it's a 1978. There is often damage that can occur when you take the back off one of these SPICE calculators, and some of the damage is that the front lip of the case can break. So let me just I'll show you how people typically take these apart. So you take these two screws out. The other thing is, if the case has been sort of taken apart, put back together again, often the screw posts can be cracked, and these don't look cracked to me. Okay, so typically what you would do is you would spread the bottom from the top, and the problem with the design of the calculator is that attached as part of the molding of the back of the case, there is a hook, a plastic hook, almost the full width of the case, and the hook hooks underneath the circuit board sandwich that's mounted on the inside of the case, and it hooks under it. So you can't just yank on this because it'll break that hook, and then the front will never close. There'll be no way to close the front. It'll just flap in the breeze, as some people say. So one technique is to take this and to give it a twist, give the back like a twist while you push it forward. The idea is that you're pushing the hook forward, and the twist is like getting it started to pop out, and it will pop out. I think these are 0.3 or 0.35 mil thick cards that I got online, and these are for sold for basically for doing, taking electronics apart, kind of a a spudger card, I guess you could say, right? So basically what you do is you take the card and you force the card in between the front and the back in the front of the calculator. And what that does is it forces the edge of the back of the calculator, it forces it above the lip, and it also gives something for the back of the calculator to slide on so it doesn't break this. It also allows for the whole sort of opening of the calculator to be more gentle. Now, what I found is I can reuse these cards. So here's one I've reused. This is the damage that gets done to the card with one opening. So I just kind of cut the edge off. So I'm just going to reuse this one. And then I bought them in a pack of 50. They come in different sizes. They're not that expensive. All right, so you basically open this up, and then you just work the card. So you've got it worked in there, and then you kind of turn it around. You'll feel there's this is the start of that hook. So you can only get the card down so far. But the idea is to get the card in as far as you can and kind of walk it along any, see, now it came out there, but I can work it in. It takes a little bit of work to get it in there. Okay, let me concentrate here. Try and get it right to the end. I'm going to get it to the end, come out the other end, and then I'm going to work it in, hopefully. Oh, this is causing a little bit. See, there you go. Look at that. It just kind of came apart. I didn't intend that. It almost came apart. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Something's going on with this calculator. It's very weird. Normally the card. Wow. All right. We're going to try a new card. Normally the card, it does take a little bit of work to get it in there, but this one, there's obstructions along the way. The idea is try to keep the card in between the top and the bottom as much as you possibly can. when you do this, because if it comes out, you kind of have to start from the beginning. All right, yeah, I got something is wonky on the end here. But anyway, there we go. Now it's in, and I'm just going to push it down as far as I can. And now, if you pull apart and you give it a little bit of a twist, it just comes apart like that. It's still a little unnerving, but you'll notice no damage at all to the front lip. And look at the damage to the card doing that. It's pretty crazy. That is the technique for opening these calculators. And while I'm in here, I can show you. Can you see? Can you see? Let me see here. Let's see if I can get it in the camera. There you go. See the hook? And you see it's almost the full width. And it hooks underneath. Essentially the circuit board. Or looks like it does hook right underneath the whole width of the circuit board. So that's a soldered one. Looks like a lot of corrosion on the power supply. Yeah, some rust. So yeah, no wonder this doesn't work. It's going to need cleaning. And the way you put it back together again is you just put them together and you push. You'll notice maybe, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but the back is sitting a little bit forward, and you kind of give it up and it clicks in, and there you go. And then that little click, and it's just so difficult to get open. Let's try it again. Let's see if I can do a more professional job of it here. Yeah, it's hanging up on something. I forgot to take a look in there. Okay, that's good. There we go. There we go. It doesn't seem to be going in as deep as on other calculators. Maybe those calculators, though, were solderless ones. So maybe there's something different. Anyway, there it is. And then you just do that. Sounds like shit's breaking, but it's not. But it's a lot easier than not using the plastic card. All right. So there you go. Hope that's helpful to you. Thank you for tuning in and checking out what I'm up to. Soon I'm going to be getting down to doing the repair and restoration of all those other calculators. So thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next Retroplexus.